Hey guys, welcome to the podcast of the Telangana history on our YouTube channel Lucky Podcasts. Our narration is based on the textbooks of the Telugu Academy, narrated by John Michael and produced by Gujala Chandrasekhar. Before we read out, we just want to take a minute for being such a wonderful audience to all our videos. Thank you so much for the support that's coming, and please continue to support us and also subscribe to our channel. In this podcast, let us listen to the account of the Kakatiyas' patronage towards literature and art and architecture. Let us start with literature. The Kakatiya rulers were great patrons of art and letters. They patronized Sanskrit and Telugu. Kakati Rudradeva wrote Nitisara in Sanskrit. Jayapa Senani wrote Nritta Ratnavali, a work on the science of dance. Vidyanada wrote Pratapa Rudraya Sobhushanam. Agastya, the versatile poet who authored 74 poetic works, adorned the royal court. Palkuri Somanada, a famous Veerasaiva poet of this age, wrote Basava Puranam and Panditaradhya Charitra, Vrishadipa Satakam and others. Palkuri Somanada was an inhabitant of Palkurki village in present-day Warangal district. He was influenced by Basava of Karnataka. The glorification of Saivism was his foremost objective. He wrote his works in Janu Telugu. He used the Deshiya vocabulary alone, giving lead to others to write in Desi Kavita and popular meter known as the Dvipada or the couplet. The Vaishnava poets like Gona Buddha Reddy and his sons who wrote Ranganatha Ramayanam in Telugu, the earliest Ramayanam in Telugu literature. Tikkanna Somayaji was a famous poet of the 13th century. He lived in the court of Manumasiddhi II of Nellore, to whom he dedicated his Nirvachanottara Ramayanam. When he wrote this, he was a young man. When he took up Mahabharata, he was aged, thoughtful and a modest person. Tikkanna was a staunch believer in the oneness of Shiva and Vishnu. He is said to have dedicated his Andhra Mahabharata to the god Hariharanada. Tikkanna was a leader of a movement in literature. His works represent what has been described as the Marga Kavita, classical poesy, as opposed to the Desi Kavita, popular poesy. Tikkanna held titles such as Kavi Brahma and Ubaya Kavimitra. Tikkanna translated Mahabharata into Telugu, the last 15 cantos. Marana, a disciple of Tikkanna, wrote Markandeya Puranam. Another poet, Kyatana, was the author of Dasakumara Charitam. The popular work Sumati Satakam was written by Baddana, who also belonged to this Kakatiya period. Krishnamacharya was a Vaishnavite, and he wrote Simhagiri Vachanalu. Appayacharya, the famous writer of Jinendra Kalyanabhyudayam, was patronized by Kakati Prataparudra. We just can understand that Kakatiyas patronized everybody who came to them with some form of art and literature. Now let's go to the art and architecture and let's see how Kakatiyas patronized art and architecture. Kakatiya rulers rendered immense service for the progress of architecture and sculpture. The Kakatiyas adopted architectural styles of the Western Chalukyas, that is Vesara style, while the Famsana form was popular in the construction of monuments in Telangana region. In a very characteristic manner, the temples of the Kakatiyas are shown on a raised base with highly polished and decorated pillars, exquisitely worked ceilings, small parapet wall, around the mandapas with decorative lattices work. They have laid the foundations of the temple on filled sandbed. No mortar or cement was used in the construction. Swayambhu temple at Warangal, built by Prola II, had 4 gateways in the 4 directions, which testifies the genius of the artists of Warangal. Rudradeva built the famous Rudraswara temple, which is popularly known as the Veyi Stambala Gudi in Hanamkonda. He built it in 1163 AD. It is a fine example of Chalukyan architecture. The Trikuta temple was dedicated to Vishnu, Surya and Shiva. The temple and the Nandi pavilion stand as a magnificent testimony to the expertise of the Kakatiya Sthapatis. The group of temples at Ganpur, popularly known as Kotagullu, was built by Ganapi Reddy, the son of Recharla Rudra in 1234. Nameshwara temple at Pillalamari in Nalgonda district was built by Namireddy, the subordinate chief of Kakatiyas. The temples at Mantani, Raikal, Godisala, Bejjanki, Naganur, Kaleshwaram, which is in Karimnagar district, కాసుమంచి, నాగులపాడు, పనగల్, పిల్లలమరి in Nalgonda district, Hanamkonda, Varangal, Ainuvolu, Guduru, Inugurti, Kondaparthi, Palampet, Ghanpur in Varangal district, Jakaram, Vaddemanu and Mutharam, etc. All these belong to the Kakatiya period. The Ramalingeshwara temple, popularly called as Ramappa Temple, is a classic example of Kakatiya architecture. It was constructed in 1213 AD by Rechala Rudra at Palampet. The temple stands majestically on 6 feet height star-shaped platform. The temple is famous for its rich, intricate sculpture-covered walls, pillars, the great dance sculptures which are called madanikas, and ceilings, etc. Nandi, which is the bull, found in this temple is the most notable of its kind. Lightweight bricks or floating bricks were used in the construction of this temple gopuram. I think you should have watched it in the film Varsham. The paintings of the Kakatiyas of Varangal are found at Tripurantakam, Pillalamari and Nagulapadu. During the Kakatiya times, the temple served as a seat for dance, music and drama. It is quite evident from many a dance and music sculptures that are found on the walls of temple niches and pillars of the Ramappa Temple. Nritta Ratnavali, written by Jayappa, a Kakatiya general, is the only surviving specimen of the dance literature. The dance form Perini, originated and performed during Kakatiya period, is usually performed by males. It is called the dance of warriors and performed before the soldiers leaving to the battlefield. It is believed that this dance form invokes prerana, which means inspiration, and so it is dedicated to the supreme dancer, Lord Shiva. Perini is a vigorous dance to the resounding beats of drums. Dancers drive themselves into a state of mental abstraction where they feel the power of Shiva in their body. Perini dance form almost disappeared after the decline of the Kakatiya dynasty, but thanks to Padma Shri Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna, who revived this art form recently. End of this discussion about art and architecture and literature about Kakatiyas. Thank you so much for listening, and for more such audio content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Lucky Podcasts.